fellow budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. And on this channel, we're paying off over $400,000 worth of debt. But don't you fret, more than half of that is our mortgage. Today, we're going to be doing a budget with me and a cash stuffing. But before we go into either one of those things, I need to settle up all of the money that kind of has been rolled over for the next pay period, I guess. So now that I'm not doing my expense tracking videos anymore, and I'm not doing, well, it's not expense tracking on camera anymore, you're not really able to see what I do with the money that I have left over, with change when I do my cash spending. So here is our change that we got from our cash spending from the last couple of weeks since our last pay period. And we have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13. I need to get out my play and pay binder because there's 13 right there, but then there's also 30, right here that we're going to put in as play and pay, that we're going to mark, and actually, yeah, no, that's what we're going to do. So 13 plus 30 is 43. So we're going to write that down as an expense tracking. Okay. So we got that part taken care of. Everything is falling. The next thing I'm going to take care of is in our play and pay binder, we had an IOU of $3. We're going to take care of that right now. I'm going to take $2 out of here and we're going to put a $5 in, $5 bill. So now we are all caught up on that. Okay. Now let's look at all the ones that we have. Sorry. Okay, we have D. Let me just sort these through really quick. Okay. So I have an F and an A buck, which go to family fun. Each letter in a letter buck goes towards a different category. And so A's and F's go to family fun, and we are saving up for a concert. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $45 in cash and $200 in the bank. Okay. After that, we have, gotta find all my binders. We have 1, 2, 3 for me. I get B bucks and K bucks. Why isn't this? There we go. Just didn't want to work. And so we get to color in, and we're actually going to color in more again. Where's this? 3 and 2. Each shoe equals $2. And we'll come back later in the video and color half of one because I'll add $1. 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. So $54. That's awesome. All right, then we also have emergency fund is getting E-bucks. So I need to figure out exactly how much we have in the bank. We have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51, which is good. It's about time to put that in the bank. And then my son Colin gets C and D bucks, and there are 3 right here. So 1, 2, 3. And I have condensed some of this because I've used some of the dollars for our cash stuffing. So we have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and 43. And that is the alarm on my computer telling me that my work break is over. So perfect. All right. I'll be right back with the budget. first, before we get to the cash stuffing, I have some change that we need to distribute and stuff, so that everything is up to date. So here's some change going into our jar. I have an L buck and an F buck, and then this 20 is actually going to go into our play and pay binder. So we're going to have a lot of extra money to play with. So I'm very excited about that. All right, an L buck goes to Joshua. And an F buck goes to Family Fun, which is in here. All right, so we have $246 in the bank and in cash for fun, which is our trip to Charlotte to see Toby Mac. Okay, so here is last budget cycle from January 2nd to January 15th. And here's just what I'm going to go through really quickly. This is not an exhaustive thing at all, but I just did some little rough math. So I budgeted that our income was going to be $6,398, and it actually ended up being $6,493. For our bills, I budgeted $4,070, and we ended up spending $3,886. For our variable spending, I budgeted $880, and we ended up spending $1,422 because of takeout, which is fine. And then we had a $50 health thing. For our revolving sinking funds, I budgeted $170, ended up being $180 because baseball signups was $10 more than I thought it was going to be. And then long-term sinking funds, I budgeted $37. We put in $37, and then savings and debt, $400 is what I budgeted, and $400 is what happened. So that is one of the reasons why I under budget for our income and over budget for expenses, because it works for me and my family. And that's the way we do things. Okay, so for our next pay cycle from January 6th to January 16th to January 29th, we have our earned income. I'm estimating we'll get $3,700. We have $50 coming in from other income, which I'll explain where it came from in a second. It makes my heart so happy, and I cried when I saw it. Savings used, we're using $10 from our extra utilities full envelope, and then we have a cash rollover of $415, and in our income account there was $700. So that is $4,875 available for us to spend. For our bills, my husband's student loan is $450. Our electricity bill is $210, which is why we're using $10 from our extra utilities, because I normally budget only $200 for that. Life insurance for my husband is $50. Life insurance for myself is $35. Tithes is $108. My student loan is $180, and then Spotify is $15, which means our bills total would be $1,048, and we will have $3,827 left over. For our variable spending, we have grocery budget of $600. We're going to have zero rollover because I just put that rollover of $20 into our play and pay. For school, there's a rollover of $150. So there's $180 going to be in our spending envelope now. For scouts, there's a rollover of $125. I'm putting in $20, so we're going to have $145. For haircuts, there's a rollover of $70. We're adding 20 more for a total of $90. We leave $200 in our checking account for gas. I am not budgeting anything for health. Sadie, okay, so Sadie has a rollover of $25, and I put in $10. And my beautiful niece that watches this channel Venmoed me $50 for Sadie's surgery fund. She did not have to do that, and I cried when I saw that she did that because that was just so thoughtful. So with the rollover, the $10 I'm putting in, and the $60 or $50 that my niece sent me, there's going to be a total of $85 in Sadie's envelope. There's more in the bank, but there's only $85 cash. We're not budgeting anything for takeout. We're going to use the extra that's in our income account, and then $45 is what's in our fun account right now. So we have a cash total of $1,345. So we have $2,482 to play with. For revolving sinking funds, long-term sinking funds, and savings and debts, these are all the same except for one thing. So HOA and pest control are getting $40. Car care, clothing, Charlotte Football Club, annual fees, and emergency fund all get $5. I get $1. Jason gets $21. $1 goes into his saving envelope, and $20 goes for his spending. He can spend it on whatever he wants over the next 2 weeks. And then right here I wrote down Colin Yeeps. So my son reached out to me, or not reached out to me, I mean, he came to me. He lives with me, right? And he wants a video game, or he wants something for a video game. I don't know exactly what it is, but it cost him $40. I told him I was not going to just let him buy it. He's going to have to earn it. So he has $5 now, and I'm taking the money out, $35, and then gradually he will earn that money. But I'm taking it out of my checking account so that I just have that ready for him, like when he does the chores and does the work to earn that money. And then Christmas is getting its $50, Mini Mondays and Play and Pay. Mini Mondays gets $100 and Play and Pay gets $250. So there is that. So let's go into our cash stuffing. So we are cash stuffing a total of $1,242. There is more than that right here because I did film my, how I, come up with I filmed my cash planning, and then I ended up totally messing it up. So I'm not going to show it to you. Hopefully I'll do better for next week. But there's more here than $1,242, but I'll explain why in a second. So here's what we're going to do. You will have to believe me when I tell you that there are $142 bills right here. Okay, I'm not going to count this on camera. So there's $142 bills. Here is the rest of the money. So this will be more than $1,242. We are only cash stuffing, adding $1,242 into our system. But let me just explain that in a second. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 11, 20, 40, 60, 80, 12, 20, 40. So we're at 1240, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1300. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1400. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1500. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40, plus the $142 in ones. So I'm going to put some of those right here. Okay, so here's how we have to start. So obviously there's more than $1,242. When I was doing my cash planning, I went through all of my binders to try to cash condense as much as I could. And so I have to, see, I owe this one $100. So I'm going to take this out, put a $100 bill in here. There we go. I owe this one $150, so it's going to get 100, 20, 40, and 50 because my bank didn't have 50s, which was so lovely. All right. So this is going to go over here. This will go right back here because that's the one we have to start on. Let me just double check. I don't owe any of these anything. Nope. Okay, so I have to do some reaching. Let's see, I think I owe $100 in one of these ones. So pest control gets 100. it for that one. And Jason's license gets 100. All right, and that should be it. If we see any more as we go through the cash stuffing, then we will correct that. Okay, so now we can go to our regular cash stuffing. So we start in this binder, and we have groceries. Groceries gets $600 that I usually gets 1 or 2 $100 bills, 4 50s, and 5 20s. No. Anyway. Yeah. But, so, my brain isn't working. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Okay. So each week gets $300, and so like budget for every 2 weeks when we do our budget. All right, so then school is getting 30, but I did that with a 20, a 10, nope, a 20, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay. So we should have 180. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. I like to have smaller denominations in school sometimes because of hot lunch or field trip money and that kind of thing. Okay, so Scouts is getting 20. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 45. 145. Haircuts is getting 20. So we have 20. Nope, I did that with 2 10s. Good thing I checked my spreadsheet because they want to get haircuts soon. I want to make sure I have smaller bills for tips. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. So we have $90 in haircuts. All right, skipping health. Sadie is going to get 60. And I'm doing that. Oh, I was going to do a 50 and a 10. So I guess I'm doing 20, 40, 60. Hopefully I have what I need. I do not. Sorry, I'm checking my spreadsheet. Okay. So we're going to do 20, 40, 50, 60. Hopefully I did that right. So in the bank, Sadie has $434. And so let's do 434 plus 20, 40, 60, 70, 85 plus 85. Sadie has $519 towards her surgery that we don't even know exactly when it's going to happen yet. We are waiting for the vet to get that scheduled. So that's exciting. Okay. That is it for that binder. Next, we will go into the blue binder, and we have HOA, which will be getting $240. So I should have 120, 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. All right, pest control is also getting 40. So I should have 390. One, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Perfect. Car care is gonna get 5. $20, $30, $35, $40, $41. Clothing is getting 5. So we should have 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Charlotte Football Club gets 5. All right, we should have 32, 20, 25, 30, 31, and 32. And that's it for this binder. All right, last but not least, for stuffing anyway. All right, so Brandy gets $1. That's me, and I like looking for a bee buck. There's one. Alrighty. And I'm gonna fill in half of these shoes. Each shoe is worth $2. So I got 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, $55. Jason, he is gonna get $1 in this, but he's also getting money to spend. So he likes his money now in a 10 and 2 5s. And so I'm gonna put that to the side for him. And then he gets $1 in his savings, and he has 20, 40, 5, 6, and 7. Annual fees gets $5. We should be at 32, 25, 31, and 2. Extra utilities is getting skipped, and cash emergency fund is getting 5. So every time I have been in this envelope, I'm like, I'm going to update what's in the bank, and I have $966 in the bank, plus 20, 40, 5, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 56 is $1,022. All right, and that is it for this. Okay, so now hopefully this is right. Okay, this right here is $35. I've already counted it, and let's just double check. Yep, there's 35. That's for Colin, for him to do his chores and earn that money. So then I should, let's do the play and pay, what I need for that. So for play and pay, I need 220, or 220s, one for each week. And I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. We need 14 5s, so we need 7 for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I messed up somewhere. That's okay. And we need 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. Perfect. These are for play and pay. I don't like to put them in the binder, so I put it in my little stash where I keep my extra savings challenges. Okay, now for our mini Mondays, I just need 2 5s. So I've got 2 extra 5s and I don't know why. I did it all right. That's all right. So now each one of these needs 80. 1, 2, 3. When I was in the middle of counting that, I realized I said it wrong. I said each of them deserves 80. That's not true. Each of them needs 40. Perfect. All right, so this is bothering me. I don't know where these 2 5s come from because I did all of the math correct. I did it all right. I mean, I did all the stuffing right. Everything got what it was supposed to get. You know what? I'm going to put those, because everything got what it's supposed to get, but I'm going to put one of those 5s in my Charlotte FC envelope. So we are doing plus 10 and we're at 42. And I'll just absorb that $10 somewhere else. It just means, and then fun. Get it. Okay. So in fun, we have 200 in the bank, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51. Perfect. 251. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's it for my cash stuffing. I'm going to put these in my mini Mondays. These are where all my extra minis are. Everybody keeps making fantastic minis and putting them up for free. I have, like, this is my collection of stuff I have printed, and I don't even have all the ones that I've been downloading printed yet. So, like, I'm just so thankful that everybody, like, puts minis and stuff up for free, because I'm just not in a position right now where I can do any shopping on Etsy. It's something I would like to change for this year, but we're working on it. Anyway, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you back on Wednesday for Whimsical Wednesday. I don't know. It's going to be my minis. I'll see you then. Bye.